Please help, cause I'm broken.
Good, Bob.
Thank you. Let me just say this. I've got to go to Brooklyn where there's another group of parents who have brought their young people to a meeting like this so that the peacekeepers could come and talk to them in a short time from now. Let me just say this. All of what everybody has said at the table is correct. The analysis has been correct, though, for the last 40 years.
Yes.
When we say things like, and everybody is frustrated with, I'm tired of talk, and I'm tired of this talk and thinking and strategizing is absolutely necessary. We are not in trouble because of too much talk. We're in trouble because the entire black community is a dysfunctional community on every single level. Brother pointed out that black people don't live everywhere. In fact, black people live in and around the 10 most dysfunctional cities in the country. The problems with the young people in the street, make no mistake, the young people in the street are crazy. Their behavior is insane because they are in the midst of an environment that creates insanity. We don't do anything to change the environment. We say to people, stop acting crazy, but we're going to leave all of the conditions that create insanity in place. And while we leave it in place, we're going to tell you, stop acting like you're crazy. The reason that we are not making progress, the organizations that are here now, organizations that have been active for years, and the crime escalates, the killings escalate, the lack of respect, the family deteriorates, it is because the kinds of things that we are doing are not actually sufficiently on target. There's a great many things that adults are doing for young people that are emotionally gratifying for the adults.
Yeah, exactly.
Who are saying, I'm doing stuff for these kids.
Exactly.
Basketball clinics, like we have a basketball problem in the black community. See, people are doing things for young people that the adults who do them enjoy. And then say, I'm doing these kind of things for these kids. And sometimes say, and the kids don't seem to get it.
They don't want it.
Or,
no, but they don't want it.
That's true.
They don't want it.
Job training. Training kids for jobs that don't exist. The unemployment rate in the black community is over 50%. Black youth are not the only people unemployed. Black adults are unemployed. The brother talked about giving them something to do that is meaningful. We have to give young people extraordinary opportunities.
Yes.
Not ordinary opportunities.
Extraordinary.
Because they are being offered ordinary opportunities.
Yeah.
Extraordinary opportunities that will turn their life around.
Instantly.
And if you don't have an extraordinary opportunity, and if you're not capable of creating an extraordinary opportunity, at least acknowledge that you're not able to do what your children need instead of doing what you do anyway and getting mad at the children.
Amen.
The peacekeepers are going to, in about 2 weeks, will declare a national state of emergency. The national state of emergency is because the black community is dysfunctional and suffering on every level. The schools don't work. We can take people to the libraries, but they're being graduated functional illiterates. The schools don't work. There's no health care. There's vigilante police activity all throughout the community. There's no justice. There's no affordable housing. There's no dignified work. The community is dysfunctional on every level. In order to eliminate the violence, we've got to address the dysfunctional nature of the community. We've got to do something. See, it's not just a question of going to kids and say, stop shooting. We've got to nurture their brain.
Yes, amen.
When we say stop shooting, they don't hear that.
They don't hear that.
They hear, you're asking me to give up the only thing that I have that establishes my power and authority.
Yes, sir.
Because they live in a society where they have absolutely no control over their destiny. Social scientists call it the culture of honor, where they are actually looking for an opportunity to fight you. They want you to roll up on them so they can push you off. Because when they push you off, it's the only time they're able to show people that they have the power. You know how there's a thing among black people where white people say, I hope, we'll come with the comedian and say, white people say, I'm on my way to the theater, we're late, I hope nobody's in our seat. Black people say, I wish somebody would be in my seat.
Yeah.
Right? That's our culture of honor. You know, I wish somebody, your mother say, put 3 locks on. Ma, I wish somebody would come up in here. That's our culture of honor. I don't have time to lay this whole thing out. Let me just tell you this. Right. Let me just tell you this. The reason for the state of emergency is to draw attention to the fact that the black community is dysfunctional, and it is dysfunctional, as this brother says, by design. It is deliberate. The reason we're not making progress dealing with young people is because the young people are under an assault that is so intense that the kinds of things that local community groups are doing is insufficient to come against the weight and the power and the ferociousness of this system that is deliberately trying to crush our people. And you can't do it with the stuff we're doing. So we've got to say to government, we've got to say to corporate America, we've got to say to individuals that you have got to come back into the black community in a truly meaningful way. See, the people who condemn the violence, the politician who says, pull up your pants. See, that stuff is stupid. It's enough is enough.
Yeah.
Eric also bought 3 bulletproof vests for a white security group out in Brooklyn who are part of his district because his district, that white community is right up against the black community.
Is that Eric Adams?
Yeah. And the black kids filter into that community, and they're harassing the whites, like the Orthodox Jewish community. So the men in that community, like the peacekeepers in the black community, went out into the street to patrol their own community. And the kids were impressed and shot at them. So Eric bought 3 bulletproof vests for those men as a way of addressing the contradictions among young people in the black community. See, that stuff is just absurd.
Yeah, that's
enough is enough. So what we were saying is that we've got to make some demands on everybody to come back into the community in a powerful and meaningful way, to get up under Mothers Against Guns, get up under Life Camp, get under this brother's organization. We've got to get more of the resources that we actually need in order to be able to truly make a difference. And there are people who owe us, for instance. If McDonald's does a gospel search, right? And I believe they give away as a first prize $5,000. Y'all understand that you spend $5,000 in a half an hour in McDonald's? For McDonald's to get away with putting $5,000 back into the community, that's absurd.
Absurd.
An extraordinary opportunity. What if they were to say, first of all, they need to put much more money back into the community. And they're not going to do it unless the community literally demands it.
Demands it.
And the community will have to exercise a kind of economic discipline that says McDonald's, Burger King, Pepsi, Coke, all the places that you frequent. If you don't reinvest in the community on our terms, we have to stop spending our money with you.
Amen.
McDonald's is not worried because they know that y'all can't give up French fries. They ain't worried. But that's part of what is going to have to happen. I don't have time to lay this whole thing out.
Bruce Williams has to go as well.
All right.
So, yeah.
Okay.
See, they both got it on.
So,
No, the gentleman back there.
no, keep it from the paper.
So,